Anderson County. This is Councilman Brett Sanders recapping Tuesday, October 18th council meeting. On third readings tonight, which is the final reading, we had the project Little Brother, which you've heard us discuss in the past, which is actually Gray Industries now, and it was a $30 million industrial warehouse spec building type property at exit 32 up in the Piedmont area. Their tax base, I think, on the property last year was $900. When it's all said and done, it'll be over $89,000 per year. They're in the process of building those now. I'm not sure the number of employees yet, but I know there'll be some employees there as well. We had a $5 million Greenville project, which is a reciprocal relationship, which will get 1% of the tax revenue generated by those properties from Greenville County. And we had the Clemson Extension Service, which we moved it from Tower Street. I think they were having some issues over there, and we're moving them or lease some space to them at 1428, which is the old on Pyramid Dairy Road, the old TTI building, the Singer building. And they're going to be utilizing space there, which is good for the Extension Service. I know they do a lot of agricultural related things in Anderson County. And, you know, out there we have, 126 acres and 535,000 square foot under roof there. So I think that will be a good fit out there for them, to get them in a little better area. And I know they are looking forward to taking over that a small piece of that space. And we had two third readings tonight on some zoning changes. One of them was a 92 acre tract off of Dixon Road from R20 to industrial. There were some issues or concerns about that property, but there will be residential along Dixon Road and Rice Lane, and there will be no industrial traffic or commercial traffic coming out onto Dixon or Rice Lane. Basically what it is, the company on the parallel road on the backside is just looking to expand. So I think that will help fit in. There'll be buffers in place, and I think it would be a win-win for the industrial business, the property owners that's selling the property, and for the community out there. So glad to see that happen. And there was also a 54 acre tract over in Council Lady Wilson's district, and they were going to change 16 acres of that from R20 to C3 commercial. Talked with Miss Wilson, and the way the property is situated and lays out, it'll be a good fit for that property, and hopefully help that property be utilized in a better fashion than houses on a main road. Second reading, we had the Project Cove, which was the revitalization or the redevelopment of a defunct campground over next to Green Pond. And that's going to be a $5 million investment with 135 camping pads, along with 10 plus or minus cabins for rent. Also, I think through that project being redeveloped, the sewer aspect is there. The county will be able to also tie Green Pond on to the sewer, you know, either now or in the future. So that'll be a benefit for the Green Pond landing as well. And hopefully people can get out and utilize the outdoors, the lake, and Green Pond itself. So that was another good project. We did a small right-of-way up in the off of Simmons Ford Road up in Townville with WC Fiber. There was a small piece up there that we have at a convenience center, and we gave them the easement to do a right-of-way there to run fiber optic. So hopefully we'll start seeing some progress on broadband out in the Townville area. I know that it's been near and dear to my heart seeing fiber optic and internet service in these rural areas. So it's a slow process, but you know, the ball's rolling now. So I'm glad to see that, you know, things are coming up, and hopefully we can get those areas and a lot of other areas serviceable. And then we also had the Finance Committee meeting, which I had back in September the 23rd, and we failed to get it on the agenda for the last council meeting. It came on tonight, and it was a resolution. We have HUD money, and that money comes in small increments. And I think Mr. Steve Newton had worked with, and we saved some money up, and we had $540,000 in there. And what we're going to do is we partnered up or agreed to provide that money to Nehemiah, and it is Nehemiah. We agreed to provide that money along with some properties, and it's Nehemiah Community Revitalization Corporation, which I think they have over 50 properties in Anderson now that they've revitalized and put back on the maps. And right now it's in the Appleton Equinox area. I think we have 12 vacant properties there. Well, I say vacant, burned down houses and abandoned houses in those areas. And I'm excited to see that we're going to be able to provide funding for Nehemiah that doesn't cost us as taxpayers at the county level anything. The county does not have to put up any matches, and we're going to donate 5 properties. They're going to do 3 rentals and 2 properties for purchase. And what this company does, they come in, they have to qualify for a mortgage on purchasing a home, and Nehemiah assists them with some funding for down payment and also for some closing costs, and it's based on 60% of the median average income. So I think not only the 2 for sale, but the 3 rentals as well. What is going to happen, you're starting to see more, we've got the Equinox project going on with some revitalization and millions of dollars being spent there. It's going to help to promote others to come in these areas and buy property. As Ms. Wilson brought up during the council meeting, a lot of people don't realize that on those properties there, the infrastructure is already in place. Your sewer, your water, everything's there. So I think it's more economical to revitalize or use those properties as it would be to start from scratch and having to run sewer or tap on the sewer and water lines. With the infrastructure there, I think what we're going to see, and I actually went out and looked at a couple of houses that Nehemiah had done, and a nice product, and the people really have a lot of pride in them, and I think we're going to see a transformation coming in those areas. And for anyone looking to invest, I mean, the city of Anderson is growing, Anderson County is growing. I think these areas are going to be hot spots in the near future, and it's close to everything, and I'd really like to see them thriving like they used to when I was a kid. That pretty much sums up tonight's meeting. It was a fairly quick meeting. I'd like to invite anyone that wants to come out to a council meeting. Go on the website. It's every other Tuesday here at the courthouse, 2nd floor. And thank everyone for watching, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you.